Gilead is a novel by Marilynne Robinson that explores themes of faith, family, and the complexities of human relationships. The book is narrated by John Ames, a 76-year-old Congregationalist minister who is writing a long letter to his young son, whom he may never live to see grow up. Set in the small town of Gilead, Iowa in the mid-20th century, the novel is both a reflection on Ames' own life and a meditation on the history of his family and community. Ames recounts his relationships with his father and grandfather, both of whom were also ministers, and explores the ways in which the legacy of his ancestors has shaped his own sense of purpose and morality. At its core, Gilead is a deeply spiritual novel that grapples with questions of love, forgiveness, and redemption. Robinson's prose is rich and lyrical, and she has a remarkable ability to capture the small moments of grace that illuminate our lives.
March by Geraldine Brooks is a historical fiction novel that focuses on the character of Mr. March, the absent father from Louisa May Alcott's Little Women. Set during the American Civil War, the novel follows Mr. March, who is a chaplain in the Union Army, as he struggles to reconcile his beliefs with the harsh realities of war. The novel also explores his past, including his experiences as an abolitionist and his relationship with his wife and daughters. Through March's letters and memories, the novel presents a vivid and thought-provoking portrait of the Civil War era. The book also raises questions about the nature of morality, the role of religion in society, and the relationship between love and duty. Brooks's writing is rich and evocative, and her characters are complex and fully realized. She skillfully blends historical fact with fiction, creating a compelling and engaging story that offers insight into the human experience. March won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in 2006, and it remains a powerful and moving work of literature.
The Road is a post-apocalyptic novel by Cormac McCarthy, published in 2006. The story follows a father and son traveling through a devastated America, searching for safety and a better life. The world they inhabit is desolate and dangerous, with little food, water, or shelter. The father is determined to protect his son from the dangers of this new world, but they face numerous challenges along the way, including violent gangs, cannibalism, and extreme weather conditions. The novel is a powerful meditation on the meaning of survival and the human condition. McCarthy's writing is spare and haunting, conveying the starkness and brutality of the world he has created. He explores themes of hope, despair, and the nature of humanity in the face of extreme adversity. The book has been widely praised for its powerful prose and its ability to convey the human experience in the most extreme circumstances. It is a bleak but ultimately hopeful portrait of a father's love for his son and the lengths he will go to protect him in a world that has been destroyed.
The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde is a novel by Junot Diaz that was published in 2007. The novel tells the story of Oscar de Leon, a Dominican-American boy growing up in New Jersey, and his family's history, spanning from the Dominican Republic's Trujillo dictatorship to present-day New Jersey. The novel explores themes such as identity, belonging, love, and the immigrant experience. Diaz masterfully weaves together various genres, including magical realism, historical fiction, and science fiction, to create a unique and captivating narrative. One of the most prominent themes in the novel is the search for identity. Oscar, who is overweight and nerdy, struggles to find acceptance and love, both within his family and in the wider world. Diaz also explores the experiences of Oscar's mother and sister, who navigate their own challenges as Dominican women living in the United States.
Olive Kitteridge is a Pulitzer Prize-winning novel by Elizabeth Strout, published in 2008. The novel is structured as a collection of interconnected stories, all set in the fictional town of Crosby, Maine, and featuring the character of Olive Kitteridge, a retired schoolteacher. Through Olive's character, Strout explores themes such as aging, family dynamics, and the complexities of human relationships. Olive is a complex and often difficult character, prone to judgment and criticism, but also capable of great kindness and empathy. The novel's structure allows for a nuanced exploration of the town and its inhabitants, as well as Olive's own inner life. Strout's prose is spare and understated, but full of emotional depth and insight. One of the novel's strengths is its portrayal of aging and the challenges that come with it. Olive's own struggles with aging and loss are reflected in the stories of other characters who grapple with illness, loneliness, and regret.
Tinkers is a novel by Paul Harding, published in 2009. The novel tells the story of George Washington Crosby, an elderly clock repairman in rural New England who is on his deathbed, reflecting on his life and family history. Through George's memories and hallucinations, Harding explores themes such as memory, family, and mortality. The novel is structured as a series of fragmented narratives, shifting back and forth between George's perspective and those of his father, grandfather, and great-grandfather, all of whom were tinkers, traveling salesmen who repaired and sold household items. Harding's prose is poetic and lyrical, evoking the natural world and the passage of time with vivid imagery and metaphor. The novel's fragmented structure can be challenging to follow at times, but ultimately adds to the overall sense of disorientation and dislocation that George experiences as he nears death.
A Visit from the Goon Squad is a novel by Jennifer Egan, published in 2010. The novel is structured as a series of interconnected stories, spanning several decades and featuring a wide cast of characters. Through these characters and their experiences, Egan explores themes such as time, aging, and the music industry. The novel's title refers to the idea of time as a goon squad that inevitably catches up with everyone and everything. One of the novel's strengths is its innovative structure, which allows for a complex and nuanced exploration of the characters and their relationships. The stories are not told in chronological order, but rather jump back and forth in time, creating a sense of dislocation and disorientation that mirrors the characters' own experiences. Another significant aspect of the novel is its portrayal of the music industry, particularly the rise and fall of the punk rock scene in New York City in the 1970s and 80s. Egan's descriptions of the music and its subculture are vivid and evocative, capturing the energy and rebellion of the era.
The Orphan Master's Son is a novel by Adam Johnson, published in 2012. The novel is set in North Korea and follows the life of its protagonist, Jun-do, a government agent who is assigned to a variety of dangerous and often brutal missions. Through Jun-do's experiences, Johnson explores themes such as propaganda, identity, and the oppressive nature of the North Korean regime. The novel's portrayal of life in North Korea is both harrowing and surreal, with the government's control over every aspect of its citizens' lives depicted in vivid detail. One of the novel's strengths is its portrayal of Jun-do as a complex and conflicted character, torn between his loyalty to the state and his own sense of morality. Johnson's skillful characterization and psychological depth make Jun-do a compelling and sympathetic protagonist, despite his involvement in some of the regime's most heinous acts. Another significant aspect of the novel is its exploration of the power of storytelling and propaganda.
The Goldfinch is a novel by Donna Tartt, published in 2013. The novel follows the life of its protagonist, Theo Decker, a young man who survives a terrorist attack at a museum and becomes obsessed with a painting he steals in the aftermath. Through Theo's experiences, Tartt explores themes such as art, grief, and morality. The novel's portrayal of the art world is both vivid and insightful, with Tartt's descriptions of the painting at the center of the story, The Goldfinch by Karel Fabricius, serving as a metaphor for Theo's own sense of loss and longing. One of the novel's strengths is its characterization, with Tartt creating a rich and varied cast of characters who are both complex and memorable. From Theo's troubled friend Boris to his mentor Hobie, each character is imbued with a sense of depth and humanity that makes them feel like real people. Another significant aspect of the novel is its exploration of morality and the choices we make in life.
All the Light We Cannot See is a novel by Anthony Doerr, published in 2014. The novel tells the intertwined stories of two young people during World War II, Marie-Laure, a blind French girl, and Werner, a German orphan who becomes a radio operator for the Nazi army. Through Marie-Laure and Werner's experiences, Doerr explores themes such as morality, love, and the power of imagination. The novel's portrayal of the war is both harrowing and poignant, with Doerr's prose capturing the sense of fear and uncertainty that pervaded Europe during this time. One of the novel's strengths is its characterization, with Doerr creating complex and nuanced characters who are both sympathetic and flawed. Marie-Laure's resilience in the face of adversity and Werner's struggle with his conscience make for compelling reading, and the novel's exploration of the human cost of war is both moving and insightful.